Greetings, everyone. It's Angelo Robles. I'm doing a live this midweek in the evening. This is pretty rare for me, but I do like to mix it up just a little bit. 1 week from today could really everything change. Actually, it's really under a week, but those who participate will be coming back right about this time a week from today. So I'm going to keep this brief. I have a couple of thoughts. They're going to be around the world of AI, and I will be doing another live tomorrow, a chance I pre-record it, that is going to be more philosophical and really very deep. I've been putting some time into it, and I do look forward to sharing it with many of you. And I really haven't heard this message within the family office world at all. But stay tuned, that's coming tomorrow. So I'm also going to call this kind of a final call. This is the chance to build an AI-powered family office, really also a finance company, and it really applies too much within the community and around it and those that service it. So build an AI-powered family office, or honestly, absolutely risk obsolescence. I could argue that as a framework, as an architect, this could be the last family office you'll ever need to build. And it starts next week, beginning on Monday and Tuesday, June 23rd and June 24th. So the participants, and there's some incredible families, I've been so fortunate, they'll probably never see the family office in the same way again. Most of them are single family offices. One is a principal at a multi-family office. They're definitely getting an edge. So June 23rd and 24th in New York City, I begin what I believe to be, in my 20 years in the community, is really my most important immersive experience that I've ever led. My AI Family Office Masterclass. This is absolutely not, it's not a tech showcase. It's definitely not another event. It's a very private, closed, immersive, and premium price, I get it, masterclass. This is really the full-scale operating system reset if you want to be an elite family office. And I'm going to show you, along with that incredible faculty, incredible, like live and in person, how to integrate and deploy private AI agents for capital allocation, tax optimization, even governance and due diligence. How to build really a sovereign AI environment, the right hardware. My beautiful new computer came in. I can't wait to put it to work. And imagine doing it often with no cloud, no surveillance, and no dependence on big tech. Activating within the AI agents, the AI, the LLMs, really a multi-agent system that in seconds can do certain things that would take teams of people and expenditures days or longer. Imagine designing your own digital memory and strategic intelligence stack for speed, clarity, and truly a competitive edge. You're going to master what LLMs are best for what, and really prompt engineering. You're going to get incredible insight and extract the highest value insights from Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, OpenAI, DeepSeek, Llama 3, and really so much more. This really will be the era where 5 people with 50 agents right now could outperform, potentially, depending on the task, 50 people with 5 tools. And if you're a family office, you're always making 7, 8, 9-figure decisions. You can't afford to guess, delay, or rely on legacy workflows. And we're going to go really deep into workflows. I know that sounds exciting. So you need sovereign cognition and private intelligence, a system that really thinks with the speed of capital. And kind of a bonus session, one of my, also a member as a single family office principal, wealth creator, 3-time tech exit entrepreneur, what this guy is doing in his family office and how he's implementing with his experiences and connections in Silicon Valley, how he's deploying AI now, increasing velocity and creating a digital infrastructure that scales without bureaucracy, and the decisions and what he's making from an investing perspective. And this guy is dynamic. He's going to be there the full amount both days. I mean, still deciding, ask yourself, what's the cost of standing still while others this summer are adapting, automating, and accelerating? Because this moment, it's really not just about AI. It really is, in today's crazy world, about economic survival and a strategic advantage. Families that embrace this shift, which is sadly very few for now, they will build dynasties. Those that don't, I think it's inevitable. They're effectively going to be managing decline. The future family office won't necessarily be bigger, depending on how you define that, certainly not in people, but it will be smarter. And it starts in just a couple of days. The last spots remain for my AI Family Office Masterclass. One new person signed up earlier this week. We look forward to seeing you potentially this Monday and Tuesday in New York and having an incredible immersive experience with me, incredible instructors, including the family principal, an incredible tech entrepreneur, bringing his computer, showing what he's doing, how he's doing diligence, what he's looking at, how he's structuring workflows. And it's really it's not that hard. Don't think you need to be a CTO that may be stuck in legacy thinking. They don't want you to change. They want things to remain status quo. You need to really think beyond that. Let's build a future and like on your terms. So this might be the last time that I'm promoting this masterclass. You could feel my obsession, those of you that saw my past content, and I'm living through it. I have the investment resources. I have the hardware. I'm implementing all these LLMs, the prompting, the agents, the API tie-ins, how I'm integrating it with fintech solutions. And trust me, I'm making my mistakes and learning. And to have this immersive experience where even I'm going to learn from a world-class faculty and the peers that are going to be in the room and the connections you're going to make. Imagine coming out of this summer with a huge advantage, whether you're a principal, a rising generation, a single or multi-family office executive or principal, and really if you're someone that serves the community and is a professional, this is absolutely every bit, it might even be more impactful for you and give you some level of future security moving forward in a world that is changing very, very rapidly. I think it was Sam Altman who said about 300% increases in what we're looking at in LLMs and AI. But you do the math on that compounding, that's like 64x at the end of 3 years. You had the head of Google talking about bigger than fire and electricity, and you know the other thought leaders in the comments that they had, even if you don't perfectly buy into it. If you think they're half correct, they're 25% correct. And we're all 100% correct. You could debate the timeline. But even if they're 25% correct on the timelines that we're talking about, this is incredibly impactful. So this opportunity early in the summer to get the edge that I'm talking about. Hey, I'm the first one to say, proprietary knowledge, this is one of a kind. It's not cheap. Most of you have been to my angelorobles.com. You've looked into membership. You might have looked into as a one-off, the AI Family Office Masterclass. It's a premium, but that edge, that assured edge that you're going to get this summer and the people that you're going to meet, the peers that you're going to meet is going to be game changing. You are absolutely going to have an edge right now this summer, but imagine coming out of the summer and having this at your fingertips and things you already implemented. Like now really, really is the time. I know some of you think that I probably oversell this, that I'm, incredibly passionate and obsessed, and I guess it's to my benefit. You're not incorrect. And yes, I do tend to get a little bit overboard, like many of you thought I was on Bitcoin 10 years ago at $700, at $2,000. Angelo, that's not how family offices think. You're wrong. You're incorrect. It created a pretty huge liquidity event for me. And this is countless times bigger than that, countless times bigger. We'll talk a little bit about investing in the ecosystem. I mainly do it through public companies, some of them very small, but I have probably now about 6, 7 private allocations broadly around AI and robotics. And yes, I do think, assuming we make it that far here in the crazy world we're in, that within 10, 15 years, robotics will be the biggest industry ever. Think at what happened with the printing press and what that did freeing up information. Think about, everything from the steam engine to the fourth industrial revolution. This will overwhelm that within the coming months to years. We're going to have major upheaval, major. And these, when I do my philosophical, I'm actually probably going to record it tonight and I'll play it tomorrow. So do check my platforms. I'll make that open, not just to my members. So I am thinking about this far deeper. And I do understand the reality is the vast majority of you, well over 90%, are absolutely not prepared. Having some modest allocations indirectly, and by the way, everything is going to be, look at the thematic focus, look at the math behind it. From the investing perspective, really, it is going to be AI / Bitcoin crypto. Look at what's going on with stable coins. Look at Circle being public. Look at private companies like Ripple, how that may play out as the future financial rails. I'm 60 years old. Do you think I was born fluid in this? This just popped in my head the last 2 or 3 years. I put in the work, hundreds of hours. I invested, I implemented, I made mistakes. I've been to Silicon Valley 15 times in like the last year and a half. I introduced myself to these incredible thought leaders from Ray Kurzweil and others, even if I only got 5 minutes with them, even if it was just digital, learning so much, but then thinking for myself and then implementing it for how it could work within an AI family office. So, I'm sorry, what I see out there in the community that serves it, it is so outdated in its thinking. It is so holding on to how things used to be, the legacy thinking. Even those that are the tech consultants in the family office world, I've been wickedly disappointed, wickedly. And I know this doesn't make me a popular person to speak so openly about this. And you're right, I am obsessed about it. I am going to be 100% correct. And I don't even think my timeline is off because I'm seeing this work and play out right now. If you think I'm a little early, fine. Then is it better for you to wait 6 months to a year? It's not. Everything is rapidly changing in front of our eyes. And I get it. I understand that our past successes, ego could get in the way. It's happened to me. Ignorance, we don't really want to put in the 50 to 100 hours that we need to. And by the way, I could really speed that up next week, really saving you probably 500 to 1,000 hours. And yeah, that's going to cost money. And fear's the other one. We're all human. We all fall prey to that. I am wickedly imperfect. All 3 of those have impacted me in my life and my career. Don't let that get in the way. There's no stopping this train. No stopping it. This is a race that's geopolitical with the US and China, and the loser could be devastated. Cryptography challenges to national security, weapons, the future of military, bioweapons. This is all at play. We are in very scary times. Geopolitically, everything. Just look at what's going on around the world. Being cool and calm, having a future forward perspective, and just doing the math and crunching this, putting this together. I'm not the only one who's talking about it. Jordy Fisher, who's been on my platform before, years ago, he spoke at one of my platforms. He's probably more eloquent from the investing angle relative to, again, all roads lead to it leads very simply to AI, the 5 layers of AI, including, of course, the infrastructure, what's within that infrastructure from data centers, electrical components, etc. If you're not immersing yourself in this, you are so far behind. Don't let that happen to you. You're better than that. And although we'll have a little bit of that investment and bigger societal picture conversations collectively together, this is really about implementing the AI family office. And again, do you have 7, 8, 9-figure decisions? Don't you want to have the best resources at your fingertips to help logically make a decision that could be more beneficial to you, that could be a huge, impactful decision? And you're telling me that the price tag of a masterclass is keeping you from that, that it's the summer and you need your time off? No, there's the world is in chaos. There's no time for you to have time off now. Now is the time to dig in. And by the way, once this is over and those participating families get an edge that you don't have, I maybe I do a 1-day variation of this in Aspen, like I spoke about. I guess that will be more cost effective, but it won't be quite as immersive as the 2 days. And really, as I feels like it's 24 hours each day that you're going to get from me. And I'll probably do a variation of this in the fall in South Florida and in the winter. I might even raise the price. I might even have a different perspective that I'm giving away what is going to be worth 7, 8, 9 figures and really not charging enough for it. Because I damn well know in the, especially the single family office world now, you are not getting this anywhere. And I don't think that's going to change. Look at some of the interviews I've done recently with some thought leaders. They're so like living it like in the past, in the legacy, how things used to be. I'm sorry, they're wrong and I'm right. And no, I don't even think my timelines are off. Worst case, they're a little off. Who cares? Directionally, I'm going to be correct. So yes, I do recommend going to angelorobles.com. You should simply join and become a member, period. Be part of an amazing group and organization, part of what we do in person, inclusive of masterclasses. Sometimes there's a bit of an upcharge or a little bit of an add-on to that, depending on the level of velocity and what I'm doing and how unique it is in the masterclass. And the opportunity of joining over 50 incredible peers as I march to 100. And I do not want to grow this to be the giant organization of the community. I'm probably too disliked for that many people to want to join anyway. I don't care. And I don't care about being right. I just want to make money and I want to do the right thing for me, my family, my organization, those who rely on me, and those who believe in support by being a member. That's what matters. So yes, I've been pounding this hard. And although the masterclass for many of you is going to come and go, and I guess there'll be others, I think if you do miss out on a 2 or 3 month edge, I really do think that could matter. And the instructors that I got for this one, they're so good. I'm not sure if I'm going to get them back in person again. Now really is the time. And yes, some of you, I don't care if you're 3,000 miles away, you should go to myangelo.com and join and jump into the masterclass and find a way to be in New York Monday, June 23rd and Tuesday, June 24th, and have an amazing experience. Monday night, we're also going to do something cool and fun. I don't know if I want to mention it more publicly, but it'll be a blast. And you're going to get to really get to know and interact with incredible peers and some of our instructors and friends that are going to join us in some of the social soiree moments there in New York, especially Monday night. So go to angelorobles.com, stop sitting on the fence, just join and look into what I'm doing in the AI Family Office Masterclass. You know, I'm not going to be doing recordings from it. I may do one group picture, we'll see. There really isn't going to be, if you're not a part of it, there's really not going to be a lot coming out of it for you to necessarily act on because it's unfair. Those that participated, that got the early edge, the early advantage, what likely is going to be the better pricing, now is the time to do that. So everyone, thank you all for your time. A little bit of an impromptu live here on a Wednesday evening. And again, do keep an eye on what I'm going to output tomorrow, which I admit is probably going to be recorded, but only by one day. And that's going to get pretty deep on philosophical from an AI perspective and some of the grave challenges. Mainly, the majority of you are going to get steamrolled by this, but you don't have to. That's what makes me frustrated. You have an opportunity to gain an edge. Now, you got to take the action within that with the newly acquired knowledge and skill set. You are going to have to take the action, but this is going to really be a massive advantage for you. But keep an eye on what I'm doing tomorrow that you'll see pop up. That's going to be very interesting on both my @Family Office on YouTube, my LinkedIn, and some of the other platforms that I'm on. And then I'm just going to immerse myself in final prep for the masterclass and really enjoy an incredibly immersive experience. Everyone, thank you all so much. Until next time, have a great day.